Hello everyone, this is In-Game Arts, another box, another breakdown of the demo. This is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, the remake for the PlayStation 4. Now this remake comes with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 on one disc, and this is the base vanilla version of the game. So the on-disc version is 1.00, and there was a pretty good large size update available. This update size was 5.4 gigabytes big, and will take you to version 1.04 since the making of this video. Now, if those who were concerned, the box art says it requires a content download. This content download is not required to fully enjoy the game offline. I fully did everything in the game, and I never connected or downloaded any patches, and I completely finished the game. This update is not required or anything is needed to download. Now, what this download requirement really is for, it's mostly for online functionality, for ladder boards and so forth. The game, that's the only time the game really demanded that I do an update for the game, is when I did just regular skating. I did single sessions or time trials. I think it's for like ladder boards and so forth. Now, that's not to say this update does not fix a few minor little issues. I never experienced any game-breaking bugs or anything weird. There is some minor collision issues sometimes here and there, as well as I was able to pull off some tricks that probably shouldn't have been able to be pulled off unless I was in the air, but I was able to just do a manual and just jump in place and able to pull a trick off, which I think it was just like some kind of just alterations they did. I did test it with the update, and it did fix some of these issues that I noticed in my playthrough of it. But just keep in mind, you do not need to connect to the internet, nor do you need to require any update download to fully enjoy this game offline, or need an internet required connection. Now, as I said, this comes with the campaigns of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. They basically just combined both the games together instead of making them two separate games. So they're all just collaged together, which is really nice. You're able to create your own character, which the character creation is a bit limited considering this day and age, as well as that there's really not a lot of good hairstyles and so forth in the game. And also, I found this a little odd that the facial constructions and the character faces is how to decide between genders. I thought this was a little bit of questionable design, as I know I've met few people who may have a more feminine looking face that may be looking men or women who may have more of a manly face and are actually women. So I thought this design approach was very odd. So just keep that in mind if you're confused about how to select your gender. It's all about your facial structure and which one you pick for your character. I know, it's a very odd choice. There's an in-game currency where you build up money, which you use to buy clothes, skateboards, and so forth for your character. There's no like microtransactions or anything like that. But there's also part creating in the game, which the part creator fully functions as well. You don't need to download anything. And it's got a pretty good wide array of creations you can do with the game. Also a bonus, if you do download and update your game, if you want to play other people's part creations, you do not need a PlayStation Plus subscription. So you can play user-created content without needing the subscription plus thing, which is a huge bonus in my opinion. As I said, both the campaigns are put together, but they're perfectly sculptured to be like the originals back in the PlayStation 1 days. They have all the same challenges and so forth in the game, and the level design is just more prettier and more polished for the experience. They did an amazing job with this recreation of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. As I said, I didn't experience any issues or anything preventing me from progressing in the game. It just played and I completed the entire thing and I had a great time. Now there is challenges in the game that you can do for every single character, even your own made up character, which there are some unlockables that are required if you need to unlock them with a made character. So keep that in mind. If you want to unlock everything, you better be prepared to make a character if you have a preferred professional skater in your opinion. Now, as I said, it's a really good remaster and so forth, and I didn't experience any issues and so forth. it was just a great time for me. I did forget how frustrating this game can be. It really triggers my irritation limits to the game, because I mean, it has that where you have to pull off perfect combos and so forth, build up a big multiplier, and one little hiccup and accident can ruin the entire process. It can really irk you sometimes, but it was just a lot of fun to come back to this game and hear the old original soundtrack and so forth. I remember playing the old PS1 version, even the demo disc of this game, and they did an amazing job of recreating it. Disappointingly, it only comes with 1 and 2, so hopefully maybe down the road we'll have another remake or remaster, or however Activision wants to refer to them as. They're remakes, but for some reason they keep calling them remasters on the box art. But hopefully we'll maybe get another one with 3 and 4, because that would be really nice. Or maybe get American Wasteland and so forth, or was it just Wasteland, the PS2 version. Those would be really cool to see a remake or remaster for it as well. Overall, I had a splendid time with this game, and I'm really glad that I was able to fully play and enjoy the game without ever needing to connect to the internet. I don't know why it has the required content download. It's just for online leaderboards and so forth, so none of it affected my experience offline. I think it's just more of a mandatory thing, because now everyone expects to have an internet connection to be able to download this stuff, or just feel like that everyone should just be expected to download some big massive update content for functions in the game. But as I said, it's strictly for online functionality. Other than maybe a few little minor bugs in terms of cosmetic outfits, sometimes the icon for representing the outfit looks nothing like the actual outfit being worn by the character, so just keep that in mind. That's another little bug I've discovered. But overall, I had a splendid time with it. Also, they still kept the split-screen multiplayer in the game. Sadly, it's only 2-player split-screen. There's no 4-player or anything like that. Which, again, I don't think the originals had 4-player split-screen. I can't quite remember. But I still was able to sit down and enjoy it with one of my nieces. They had a great time playing it. And they were trying to learn it. It was their first time ever trying to play it. But they did a pretty good job, I thought. And I was trying to teach them the ropes, because it's funny to think that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater had such a big influence back when I was a kid. If you were a 90s kid, it influenced you so much to get into skateboarding, and it just had a big impact into the gaming industry and just the overall appeal for the sport. And I'm just really glad to see a very well made remake for the experience that we all had back as 90s kids. And I hope to see more Tony Hawk's down the line, and hopefully this might inspire other bigger publishers to release the other skate games, like just Skate from EA, which I think they are working on. But hopefully this maybe puts them a little bit more focus on making sure to get a good product out there. So in my opinion, even with the giant update, it's not required. It's still a great collection to get on your shelf. Like I said, it's still played. I was able to fully enjoy, unlock everything in the game, and I just had a blast time playing it. But please keep in mind, some of the challenges in the game does require an internet connection, in terms of like uploading a created map to win a challenge or play a multiplayer match online. There are some challenges like that, so you will not be able to lock everything unless you had an internet connection. But those are very minor. It's not like the big things like the alien character or the police officer, which can be still completely unlocked offline. So thank you all for watching. I'll try to leave links down in the description if you're an instant copy. For my opinion, it's well worth your pickup, and it's not even a full price game. And hopefully we'll maybe see down the road 3 and 4 get the same treatment as well, and maybe American Wasteland and so forth. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next unboxing video. Bye bye.